Assalamu alaikum dear students. Welcome to e-learning session of Happy Palace Grammar School. I am Ms. Nur Sabah. The chapter we are going to start today is water. The topics included in this chapter are composition of water, electrolysis of water, water as a solvent, steps of purification of water, water consumption and conservation. So let's get started to the first topic. Is water a compound? Answer is yes, water is a compound. Water, a colorless liquid at room temperature, is made up of elements hydrogen and oxygen, which are both gases at room temperature. When hydrogen gas and oxygen gas react together, heat is given off and water is formed. See the chemical equation: hydrogen gas reacting with oxygen gas O2, forming a molecule of water H2O. If you see proportion by mass, you see if we have 9 grams of water, there will be 1 gram of hydrogen and 8 grams of oxygen. Similarly, 90 grams of water will contain 10 grams of hydrogen and 80 grams of oxygen gas. This was the composition, the formation of water molecule. Now, can a water molecule be splitted into its component? Can we decompose it? Can we break down the molecule of hydrogen and oxygen, water, into its elemental form? The answer is yes. Water decomposes into hydrogen gas and oxygen gas when an electric current is passed through it. See this experiment. In a beaker, water is added. There are two electrodes which are connected to the power supply, that is the battery. When electric current is passed through the water H2O splits into its components, that is the hydrogen gas and oxygen gas, and the gases are collected at the top of the test tubes. Oxygen gas is obtained at positive electrode and hydrogen gas is obtained at negative electrode. See here, the volume of hydrogen gas formed is double as compared to the volume of oxygen gas. Now see the formula H2O. Here you see there are two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen. In the same way, we get double volume of hydrogen gas as compared to the volume of oxygen gas. Water as a solvent. Water can be found in many places on Earth. You can see it in lakes, rivers, and oceans. Water is also present in the food we eat and in our body. In fact, 70% of our body is made up of water. Water performs many functions in our body. The cytoplasm of every living cell is a solution of protein and other substances in water. Most of the chemical reactions in our body can only take place in aqueous solution. Food digestion. The food that we eat needs to be digested and dissolves in water before it can be absorbed by the body. Water also transports the digested food and the waste products around the body. Other than this, water is also used as solvents for many products such as bleach, dishwasher, food products, medicines, fertilizers, paints, pesticides, adhesives, and paper. Plants also use water for their life. For plants, minerals from the soil must be dissolved in water before they can be absorbed by the roots. Water then transports the dissolved minerals and the food made by leaves of the plants to the other parts of the plants. Water is essential to the life of plants. Plants uses it as a raw material to make food during photosynthesis. Water also keeps the plants firm, turgid so that they will not wilt. Aquatic life. Life in water is possible because oxygen gas, which is required for respiration by living things, can dissolve in water. Carbon dioxide gas dissolved in water enables water plants to make food. Purification of water. How water can be purified and made suitable for drinking purpose and other uses. First of all, raw water from rain, rivers, or streams is collected into the impounding reservoir. This raw water is now passed through different treatments, different techniques, and then collected into the service reservoir, which stores the treated water. The treatments included in the purification of water are coagulation, sedimentation, filtration, and the last, chlorination and fluoridation. Now here we need to note some important types of water. Number 1. Raw water. Raw water comes from rain, lakes, rivers, streams, or sea. Treated water. Water that has been carried through different treatments is known as treated water. The treatments may be coagulation, sedimentation, filtration, or any other. Potable water. Water that has been treated and made fit for drinking with adequate amount of minerals is known as potable water that is fit for drinking. Distilled water. Distilled water is purified water. It has been treated for industrial usage. It is not suitable for drinking purpose because it lacks some minerals. How water is treated and made potable. First of all, the raw water is mixed with aluminum sulfate, and lime in the raw water mixing chamber. Alum causes the fine particles of clay suspended in water to coagulate to form a bulky and sticky precipitate. Lime is used to reduce the acidity of water caused by the alum. This first step is known as coagulation. After coagulation occurs sedimentation. The water and precipitates are channeled into settling tank. This is the settling tank, where the precipitate is allowed to settle to the bottom of the tanks. As the precipitates settle, bacteria and other suspended impurities become trapped in the sticky mass. After sedimentation happens filtration. This is the third stage. The water then flows through a series of sand filters where any remaining suspended impurities are removed. After filtration, the steps are chlorination and fluoridation. After filtration, the water enters the clear water tank, where it is treated with chlorine, which kills any remaining bacteria. Only a small amount of chlorine is needed. The chlorinated water is allowed to stand for about a day or two. After that, fluorine is added to prevent tooth decay. Additional lime is added if necessary to adjust the acidity of water. After fluoridation, and addition of lime, the end product is potable water, which is then channeled into another pumping station, which is pumped away for storage in the service reservoirs. Potable water is stored here before it is distributed to the taps. Here is an interesting fact that Singapore is one of the few countries where tap water is safe for drinking. The Public Utilities Board's PUB in Singapore provides consumers with quality water supply. Daily chemical tests on samples of potable water at service reservoirs ensure the quality of tap water supplied within the guidelines of drinking water quality set by the World Health Organization. Consumption of water. Water is used almost everywhere, in homes, in industries, for leisure activities. First of all, if we see in homes, water is used in homes mainly for washing, cleaning, flushing the toilet, cooking, and drinking. Here you see a pie chart showing water usage in homes. In showering, people use 45% of water, in toilet flushing 18%, in laundry 14%, in washing dishes 5%, food and drink preparation 5%, washing hands and faces 4%, for brushing teeth 3% of water is used, for cleaning the house 3% of water is used, and other uses, for example gardening, 3% of water is used. In industries. In industries, the main uses of water are as a raw material in the food and beverage industry, for cleaning purpose, for cooling purpose in oil refineries, and to provide energy to drive steam turbines in power stations. For leisure. Water sports such as swimming, sailing, water skiing, and surfing require large bodies of water. Common hobbies such as gardening, fish rearing, and even painting also needs water. Water conservation. How we can save and conserve water. Here are several steps from which we can save water, turning off the showers, using mugs instead of running tap water, installing dual fish cisterns, using half flush for liquid waste and full flush for solid waste, wash dishes and vegetables in the sink instead of running tap, using washing machines with full load instead of half load, checking and repairing leakages in taps and pipes, and installing water saving devices such as thimbles, flow regulators, etc. Alternative sources of water. If a country is deficient in water supply, the country will need to import water from other countries. But the agreements of import of water will expire one day. Then the country will need to buy water or extend the agreements. For example, Singapore imports water from Malaysia and Indonesia. Another options could be desalination of seawater. Being surrounded by the sea, desalination of the seawater by distillation provides an alternative source of water. Same is for reverse osmosis. Reverse osmosis also provides alternative source of water. Another option is industrial water. To use industrial water obtained by treating effluent from sewage treatment works, it can be supplied to the factories for non-potable usage such as cooling machinery and flushing the toilets. I hope the topic is clear to all of you. Thank you so much.